Welcome to Build a Deck, a fine home building video production. Whether you're building a deck for the first time or looking to pick up new techniques, this DVD is a good place to start. In it, we'll take you through the entire construction process, from siding and pouring the pier foundation to installing the railing and trim board. We'll look at the basics, like how to start square and keep the structure square as you build, to more advanced techniques like building stairs and applying the decorative border around the perimeter. Fine Home Building took its cameras to the actual job site of longtime contributing editor Rick Arnold. Rick has over 30 years of home building experience and has been writing articles and presenting home building techniques at trade shows for over 15 years. Now, whether you have 3 days of experience or 30 years, you know that the construction process is not always
off that inside.
Rather than edit those moments out, we've kept them in to accurately represent how real decks are built, without studios and without a second take.
Big dip in the middle.
But as you'll see, when problems do come up, it's almost always worth a little extra time to get things right as you build, rather than try to fix things later. For now, let's take a look at the deck we're going to build. This is a medium-sized deck. It's large enough to accommodate outdoor furniture, yet small enough to keep the construction costs reasonable. It has 2 staircases to quickly access both sides of the yard. The decking, railing, and trim materials are synthetic products that will provide years of virtually maintenance-free enjoyment. A decorative double border accents the deck's perimeter. The deck's framing is pressure-treated lumber. A ledger supports the deck at the house. 2 beams support the joists, and a total of 8 concrete piers centered under 4x4 posts carry the weight of the deck. Before we get started, we'd like to say a word about safety, both your safety as you build a deck and the safety of those who will enjoy the fruits of your labor. Decks are often subjected to considerable loads during a party, so make sure that yours is built properly. In most areas of the country, decks do require a building permit to ensure that they sit on an adequate foundation, are built properly with rot-resistant materials, and are attached securely to the house. As you watch this video, you'll see this icon pop out. This simply identifies a critical point where you should check that your deck conforms to local building code. As for personal safety, be sure to use safety glasses when cutting and nailing, wear hearing protection when called for, and be careful when working from ladders or framing from an unfinished deck with no railing. Finally, as you watch
go down
this
a little
video,
bit. There you
you'll
go.
occasionally see the titles of articles at the bottom of the screen.
Divide
These
that by
articles are
7
included
inches
in the
because I want
companion
like a
magazine
7-inch
that
step.
came with the DVD
And
contain more information about the given topic. Now, let's go back and take a look at the old deck and why the best decision was demolition.
the old deck. Well, you can see what the old deck is. The old deck's a typical standard old deck that wouldn't meet code today, wouldn't come close to meeting code between the railings, the rail connections, or the lack of rail connections. Posts aren't connected to the footings, they just sit right on top. The 4x4 posts are notched around the ledger on the outside, so it ends up actually a 2x4 post. And the footings will come out because I'm sure the footings are not code. In fact, when I kick one of them, it kind of moves around, so we'll pop those out. You can take it home with you if you like. The other reason for removing it too is that it looks like there's rot behind the ledger over there, so the deck has to come off. That's one of the main reasons we have to see what's behind there. The 16 penny nails in, and that's all it's holding the deck on. The frame is in decent shape, but the deck is not anywhere near code. It's not near the size that the homeowner wants, and so it's easiest just to take it down now instead of trying to rebuild around it.